lifestyle not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Campaign is the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Starstruck. Hop in a ride and we took in the truck in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guys, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging no bills, coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and go like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Clear payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably get the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Buy like P98. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends tee, no button down. Respectfully, best for me. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. This lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like goofing, I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of troops that I bust out the roof of, I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity, and I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany, and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making the verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go, cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for, I just ain't ready to whittle feet. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Send payment, the back end good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably get the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Yeah, I got you.
Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's for
what the hell?
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So a big defensive defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From way up at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly a disaster.
Here we go.
These things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run.
Come on, Lamar.
Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, but now it'll be third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. They throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills.
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Second and 5 now. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you?
2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that.
17-mile-an-hour wind. Come on, bro.
Get him in the end zone.
It terrifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over.
Let's go.
This game could be 88 out the gate.
17 miles an hour.
Talk about it usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now they got the touchdown. It's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game.
Come on, bro. I'm gonna try it just cause.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Our players even moving slow.
Loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Allen now on 1st down. He's got it covered to Diggs right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Running off tackle with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds.
They must gonna let me turn up at the half. There ain't network for me right now.
Yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cook. He'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown.
Yeah. We see what time it is.
Touchdown on the season as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And some space here.
Hey, so I just see that too.
It's a gain of 34. Just a terrific run there, Charles, for a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Come on, man.
Time here in this half, it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
All right, let me lock in. I gotta do some jump something up. This is in the ass now. Let's go. I like the freaking Ravens ain't played in the rain before.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook.
Look at this, bro. Look at the angles.
And he's got room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that
Come on,
one.
bro.
Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there. And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen. Head complete. Right side to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Lock up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down? On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there at 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
This a quick pass to Davis. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but This throw downfield, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Speak up. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen to throw it. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Handoff on the option to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Yo, I got me some of that hinga.
Start to try to pound him into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good game.
Not a baby. So my family needs
Lots of plays on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Well, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. It wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, partner, they certainly played.
Could not leave Myrtle with.
Because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field,
a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Say no to drugs. Fuck coffee. Do not start your day off with something that gives you dehydration, headaches,
but that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
No
They did a nice
jitters.
job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 120 yards for him on the ground balls. He has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties, the better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic.
Man, Ben and T.
Coming up and making the big time play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice productive game. While they slowed him down on that run, they're going to continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
He'll buy some time right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Kaiir Elam, he was the one that broke through quickly on that play and got him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And now here is another interception. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 137 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go option to the short side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. So 2nd down on 2-yard line. You're not in desperation mode here. What do? You go to the ground, you pass. I guess either's an option.
Yeah, I think it depends on how much you trust the guy who throws the football. Because if you trust him, now's a great time for a little play action and going up top.
second down. Here's a run with Singletary. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Only needing 2 yards on second down. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again is Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Jackson now. And he's got it.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is 8.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.